never show you, just in case it don't add up. Rules when everything goes bad. Used to stretch my last dream, we ain't have. Always seen it fast, gotta pray we don't crash before they close the curtains. Hope you find what you're looking for, and I hope it's worth it. Life get ugly, but it's perfect.
The difference was a couple Danny Green threes and a LeBron James drive here and there.
Listen, I was going to say, he's being nice. He busted my butt, and, you know, hopefully I'll be able to avenge myself. And if not, then you lose to the best. You can't be that upset.
The difference is, which is really genius, is that he decided to do this tournament with 3-minute quarters. Now, the 3-minute quarters throws you off your game plan. Because normally I'd be a little slow and methodical, bringing the ball up and kind of adjusting to
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7.
The city of Charlotte, North Carolina is the setting for our broadcast tonight. And isn't the view magnificent? Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
In the last few years, we've seen league-wide scoring surge in the NBA. Now, many credit years of defensive rules changes, such as limiting hand checking on and off the ball and getting rid of contact in the paint. Now, everyone isn't pleased with these changes. Some say defense is no longer allowed, but a higher pace of play, more efficient shot selection, and lots of threes also play a role. Most fans aren't complaining. Kevin?
It sure is fun to watch, D.A. Thank you. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Kuzma.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Paul in at the point. And for the Hornets, Washington out there with Martin. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Bridges in at center. Clark, when you have two teams that are this athletic, what type of game do you think you're going to see?
Well, you know what? Sometimes it can lead to guys trying to do too much. But when it's at its best with this kind of athleticism on display, I think you're going to see a high-octane, fun game.
So off the tip at Charlotte. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Count that one.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. James, the pass to Kuzma. LeBron kicks to Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Tell you what, guys, he seems to improve with every game. I mean, Kuzma continues to hone his catch-and-shoot game.
Pass to Bridges, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. To the paint, and Kuzma slams it in.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Paul. Pass to Bridges, from past the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Davis. Paul surveying the floor. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's the Hornets' ball. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now, here's Kuzma. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Lakers working the ball around now. From deep, just 5 to shoot. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Paul.
Boy, Kuzma, superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range, too.
And so it's Charlotte with it, trailing by 2. And it's Bridges at the elbow. There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Paul. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Davis. Kicks it to LeBron. And the wide-open shot from Paul. A rebound by Washington.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again. Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Paul finds Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Pass to Bridges. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
LeBron against Martin. 6 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
It energizes everybody when LeBron is locked in like this on the defensive end.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside, Davis. And they double up Davis. From deep three-point range. From deep. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Bridges against Caldwell-Pope. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. James against Martin. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. That was worth the price of admission.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Bridges. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bridges. Down low. Here's Martin. Clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Inside. They swipe it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul with the defensive effort.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A go-to scorer's mentality for Kyle Kuzma. Clark, he's got a wide array of shots at his disposal.
Well, I don't know if there's a more versatile scorer as a young player in the league than Kuzma. He's got the turnaround jumper, the sky hook, step backs, drives it aggressively. Boy, he has got a lot in that book bag of his.
One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree agree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for his shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but the one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Now let's step back and have a look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The Lakers, #1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Bridges against Davis.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
Bridges misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
So it's the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Bridges. It's good. Bridges has got 7 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Kuzma finds Davis. He doesn't hit that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's tightly guarded. Offensive rebound. Misses the layup.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
To the inside, Davis. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He has 6. Hornets leading by 4. And the pass to Bridges. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Bridges, tries to keep it alive. And here we go, fast break. James has got it. Pass to Caruso. Kuzma kicks to James. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his bucket. You can count on that.
And so it's Charlotte with it. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
They get it back. Collins with some nice D.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Caruso. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Charlotte Hornets. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Now, here's Clarkson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Whiteside. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. Here's Poole. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Bridges inside the three-point line. And that one hits back iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Whiteside. Oh, Whiteside in position, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And he's just always an easy target on the alley-oop. With Whiteside's size and wingspan, it's just a matter of putting the ball up there where only he can go get it.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Larry Nance able to get his shot to go. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Whiteside. Good. And now a 6-point Charlotte lead.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Here's Watford, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Caruso. Here's Watford. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Goes back up. Watford, that's good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Hornets leading by 4. Here's Poole. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Gasol comes in for Collins. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Alex Caruso. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Here is Cook. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gasol. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have.
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Clarkson, no good from outside. And Green puts up a deep 3, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Charlotte with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
You hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives him a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
Come on.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Larry Nance out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Cook in at the point. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Charlotte Hornets. 4-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Lakers working the ball around now. The pass to Cook. Gasol with it. Guarded by Green. Gasol kicks to Cook. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And, you know, Kevin, Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, in his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. Right side, good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
Hornets leading by 3. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Nance. And the Hornets with possession here. Here's Poole. 9 points last game. Shot clock at 5. That shot missing. Gasol with the defensive effort. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
Here's Gasol. Following the bucket by the Hornets, Osman the pass to Cook. Jacks up a 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. Misses the fadeaway inside. Cook, the pass to Osman. Gasol against Whiteside. Gasol kicks to Osman. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Poole. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Count the basket.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Gasol. Back to Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket of the night.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Now here's Green. Not a lot of room. And there's the call on Cedi Osman. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Hornets. Washington comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Martin subbed in for Green. Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Caldwell Pope, 5 points in the game. Here's Poole, defended by Gasol. And Poole gets it to go.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
Here is Cook. 8 points for him. Here's Davis. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Poole, the pass to Martin. And there's the call on Cedi Osman. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And here are the Hornets now. 3-point lead. Pass to Poole. Shot clock at 6. And that one, good. Poole's got 6 in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Davis. He picked up 39 points in their last one against Atlanta.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And so it's the Lakers with it after the basket by Charlotte. Kuzma left side and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Kuzma's got 9.
You know, for such a young player, Kuzma has a tremendous amount of confidence and seems to be comfortable no matter where he is and what the circumstance is.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in. And then for Los Angeles, James comes in for Cedi Osman. And it's Alex Caruso in for Cook. James, the pass to Kuzma. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Back to James. To the middle. And it's Davis missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now here's LeBron. He had 25 points in the win against Atlanta. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's LeBron. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
You cannot give James these types of opportunities. That guy is relentless.
Charlotte leading by 8. Here's Poole. 9 points in the game so far. That one, no good. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And LeBron throws it down.
You know, it would be fun to tabulate how many of LeBron's career points have come on the break. I would just venture to guess he's had a bunch of them.
So it's the Hornets now. And here is Bridges. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Collins is checked in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Charlotte's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Poole. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds tonight. From deep three-point range, and it's James missing. Hornets leading by 5. To the paint, here's Bridges. Makes it off the glass. Bridges has got 9 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
James finds Collins. It's not going to go for him. And Charlotte will go the other way with it to the right side. Collins against Bridges. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 11.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Clarkson passes to James. From downtown, it's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges with it. Tries again, and Bridges finishes it off. And it's an 11-point Charlotte lead.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And it's LeBron missing. The Hornets shooting 59% here in the second quarter. They're playing with great confidence. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Charlotte making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Nancy's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Here's James, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 9. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's James. He's got 10. And James throws it down.
Boy, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
Here's Poole. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. Dishes it to Whiteside. He kicks to Martin. Clock at 6. Passes to Bridges. Inside. Here's Whiteside. He can't get that one to fall. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Nance finds Collins. LeBron against Martin. Pass to Clarkson. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Over Martin. LeBron, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Martin with the bucket. Martin's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And here's James outside. No good that time. And so it's Charlotte, 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to, help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
How about this? A major upset brewing. Welcome to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They have a 13-point lead. And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, get to a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Lakers trail by 13, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. They've got Martin. Bridges out there with Washington. Then it's Bridges. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander into the 1. All right, Clark, game is on the line. 1 free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. Bridges kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. Down by 12. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. Lets it go with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Paul dishes to Davis. And they double up Davis. James left side. Hornets with the rebound. Washington's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers trail by 15. Now the pass to Davis. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Doesn't go for him. And the Hornets now going the other way.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to Bridges. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 13. Passes it to Washington. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Washington.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Second free throw, no good. Lakers trail by 15. Now here's LeBron. 12 points for him. And finished off by LeBron.
You know, part of being an outstanding point forward like LeBron is mastering the pick and roll. And trust me when I say it now, he masters the pick and roll.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul grabs the board.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
And another three for the Lakers.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Bridges against Caldwell Pope. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Bridges. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
There you go. I mean, this is the time to get aggressive. I mean, they need to keep feeding him the basketball.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Paul. Here's Washington. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 9th assist in the game now. Here's Paul. He feeds it to Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
The Lakers have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made. Los Angeles making a switch here. Charlotte calls timeout. Mark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Lakers trail by 9. Cook kicks to Davis. And here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 5, down low. And Davis throws it down.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Washington following the bucket by the Lakers. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. A 3-ball, drills it from outside. Osman's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
The pass to Bridges. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Timeout.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Marcus Gasol is checked in for Davis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Marcus Gasol picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Hornets making a change here. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Poole. 9 points in the game so far. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. D right on him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 6-point Hornets lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
For three, Caldwell Pope. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked. Here's Poole. He's got 11. Whiteside's checked in for the Hornets.
Substitution for your Hornets returning.
Lakers on D. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Here is Cook. He's got 8. Pass to Osman. Caldwell Pope for 3. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Gasol. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Osman. And just miss after miss right now. Charlotte leading by 8. Here's Poole. Good for basket number 6 for him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's Gasol. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. They get Hassan Whiteside. The Lakers have had an off night from the stripe tonight. And that one falls for Marc Gasol.
And you have to have appreciation for how Gasol does everything well. Polished scorer, skilled rebounder, solid passer, and the man defends.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's Watford. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Now just a 5-point Hornets lead. Charlotte has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Here's Poole. He's got 13. Here's Whiteside. Good D by Gasol.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Lakers have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10.
At the line, Kenny Boston. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. And so he makes both from the line. Charlotte leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's got 19. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Here's Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Los Angeles with another miss.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Passes it to Poole. Made that one as his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor. Here's Caruso. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Clarkson. No good on the triple. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Hornets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And that one drops. And now it's a 9-point Hornets lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Yep, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Offensive rebound. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 10.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Yep, it counts.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Kicks it to Green. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Here's Poole. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Nance has got his 6th rebound on the night. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Caruso, no good.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 19 points in the game. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hornets lead by 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And the Lakers call time here.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Zach Collins. James comes in for Jetty Osman. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. To the left wing. Here's Poole. 17 points in the game. And it's Martin penetrating. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. For Charlotte, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Shooting 2.
And the second free throw, good. Lakers trail by 12. Now here's LeBron. 16 points for him.
Charlotte foul call.
The Lakers have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
A second chance effort. Nance shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
And so it's Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Nance. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Orlando Magic.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal.
James against Martin. Paul outside, lets the 3 fly. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's LeBron. Wasted no time on that one. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Paul. Again, the Hornets score.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Hornets leading by 10. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Bridges passes to Whiteside. Back to Bridges. Clock at 4. Martin for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. The Lakers making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Martin on the wing. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Boy, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Washington's checked in for Whiteside. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Pass to Washington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Washington. Guarded by Kuzma. They get it again. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. It's a 10-point game. And Davis throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And there's the pass to Bridges. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Hornets miss again. Caruso, the pass to Davis. The Hornets pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Martin kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Washington. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Paul. Charlotte again missing. Lakers trail by 8. One-on-one fast break. Here's Caruso. And a miss there on the triple. The Hornets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Martin. And he gets the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 10.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
At the line, LeBron James taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Charlotte leading by 9. Here's Bridges. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10. LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. To the left side wing. Ball finds Kuzma. James outside. Paul passes to Kuzma. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 11 points for Kyle Kuzma.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Passes it to Bridges. Over to the left wing. Shot from 12. Here's Washington, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
James against Martin. James outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Hornets leading by 11. Left side, Martin. Now here's Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Caldwell Pope for 3. And they double up Davis. Fires from deep. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by Davis. Davis has got assist number 5 here tonight.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Bridges. Outside for Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Hard to prevent the bigger guy from getting a clean look there.
Outside, Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the layup falls. And now a 12-point Hornets lead.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And it's James missing. And for the Hornets, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Paul with the steal. The pass to LeBron. Hornets with the rebound. Washington's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Out to the right wing. And James picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And it's the Hornets with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. To the middle, and stolen by Kuzma.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
And Davis throws it down.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
That's his third personal foul. At the line, Anthony Davis.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 9 points.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bridges. He dishes it to Bridges. Floats one. That one goes. Count it. Bridges has got 6 here in this quarter.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Here's LeBron. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Paul outside. Here's Kuzma. The Lakers rebound. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Bridges. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And now an 11-point Hornets lead. James, the pass to Kuzma. Over Washington. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the game.
Yeah, it's his job to keep their offense ticking, and tonight he's earned his keep. He's been able to find open teammates everywhere, feeding the post, creating open jump shots on the perimeter. His passing has been the best element of his game.
He's had the fans behind him tonight, and that's really been a key for him. Once he got going, they sensed it could be a special night every time he touched the ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the Hornets was getting across in the huddle. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. You may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The drive by James, and James throws it down hard.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes to Washington. Basket good. And the Hornets lead by 9.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Davis dishes to LeBron. It's tipped. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Hornets leading by 9. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Out left to the wing. For 3, Bridges. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Got a piece of it. We've got 1:28 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bridges. Now the feed to Bridges. Bridges passes to Bridges, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hornets.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to get a win in that first battle. They'll go up 1-0 in the season series against Los Angeles.
Now Bridges, following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. And the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Good work defensively by Paul. Caldwell Pope outside. Kuzma kept alive and finished off by Davis.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.